Okay, here we go.
Hello.
I was making sure that it was going in all the places and had all the things.
All the things.
All the things. All the things. Go.
And there's anybody else?
Nope. No one there. Well, I don't get viewer counts here. Oh, Randall Fitzallen doing. Hello.
Hello. We usually do streaming in the morning, which is when I usually do throw. We had packages to ship out this
Like 14 or 15 packages?
Yeah.
Lots
of packages. So, well, that took all morning.
Yeah.
So, now we're going to be doing the throwing. Well, I'm doing the throwing. We're doing the streaming.
Yes, we're doing
the throwing.
So, for a quart-sized version of the image there,
yes.
the beard-tugging mug picture thing, it'd be...
It's going to be two
50?
Two roundy things.
Okay, so the throne is two pieces?
I don't know. I suppose.
I was thinking that it looks like... I'm going to get a piece of scratch paper. That the underlying shape is... Yeah, because the top part's not actually rounded.
No. That's why it could be just two pieces.
Yeah, because I think that...
That's what I had envisioned it to be.
I'm thinking that it'd be roughly... Actually, I could just show the camera there, and you could see it. Ah, yeah. I think that's the underlying shape.
It could be, but it would be just as easy to throw as two pieces, though.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that we wouldn't throw it as two pieces. I was just saying that those are the underlying forms.
You have blob 1 and blob 2.
So,
and it has a really cute face.
Yeah, Mimi, Evie Wolf, and Ali join. Hello.
Hello.
So,
there we go.
His wave at the correct camera.
Well, maybe use this hand.
And if anyone is having resolution issues, you can go over and check it out on the YouTube channel, which is right there on the side. Or on Twitch, yes.
And if you subscribe or follow whatever it is on those ones, you'll get notifications of when we're streaming next.
Yep. So for the bottom globy part, would it be the 30-ish ounces?
Probably the 30-ish ounces.
Yes. Okay. That is more than 30-ish ounces. That is like 39. That is too much.
Oh, your head keeps pressing in front of the words.
We have Judy and Paula.
No. Coming in the afternoon today instead of the morning because we had
a lot of packages to pack and ship. And
if you saw the kill unloading yesterday,
a good portion of those actually went out in the mail.
One package even is going to, as far as
England, yes. And then the neck portion will pick you off another 30-ish ounce piece.
Yeah. And the picture up there, that's the piece that I'm replicating first.
This will be step 1 of that shape.
Yeah. You can do it in 2 pieces.
Yes. Actually, because underneath the sculptural component is that sort of base shape, which we're going to do in 2 pieces.
It's a jug that's going to hold roughly a quart.
All these features will go on after that.
Yeah.
Probably can't hear the distant meowing this time.
Probably just as well.
Yeah, it's Desi this time. Meow. What's the matter, kitty cat? I lost the humans. Chris, go over join. No. Yeah, that's.
Not that unlike a skull blank.
Yeah, I was thinking that it was a lot like a skull blank. A bit more foot. Skull blanks don't have feet. Because that would be kind of a hat.
That would be cute.
It would. Oh, it would make it sit flat, not tip on the table.
Yeah. It would be cute. There we go. Part 1.
Part 1.
Let's put Marguerite joint.
Oh, no. Oh, wait. You're going to need that to measure the top.
Oh, yeah. That I will.
And you need calipers. Pinchy things.
Pinchers of doom.
Which, believe it or not, those things are made out of red plastic.
But at this point, they're your basic clay color.
Everything in a potter studio ends up that color. Makes it kind of hard to find tools on occasion. Okay, I'm going to move
matter what
this.
color they start off as.
And it's always, sometimes it's the shop when you're washing the tools, and it's like, check that one out. I've forgotten what color.
Tools? What are you talking about?
Well, I have to clean some of the ribs because they have to be really, really clean for me to make the smooth slabs.
Yeah.
In which case, the cleanest ones of all are always the dark blue ones.
Also the ones I'm least likely to be using on a regular basis.
Yes, I use those more than you do. Do you ever use those when you're throwing?
No, not generally. I have a couple of times. Usually for things like
amphora
pieces, the large ones.
Yeah, huge surface areas.
Yep.
Let's see. Hold that image. I can do a zoom in a little bit there. Yeah, that's a little too far. There we go. Because right now she's doing this part, which is just sort of beaker shaped. Ah, Elliot, I missed the intro to this piece. What is it? It's this is what, another Roman era piece?
A Roman era piece.
But it's
from the British Museum.
It's made in Britain. But it is Roman era.
Yeah.
Because the Romans did have their green glazed pieces, which were in a way to mimic the color of tarnished bronze. Yeah, Ruth Miller joint. I know.
James Franklin is the one this piece is for.
And he does Roman reenacting.
Yeah.
So yes, it'll be fun to make the features for this one.
Here we go.
Little beard puller fellow.
Yeah. Here we go. And that will go on top of that.
Yes. Good. It'll be there. But what is it? It's a jug.
It's a jug.
So it'll
something with a goofy face.
Yeah. It does have a handle at the back.
Yeah. And just pour.
You'll see that same basic kind of figure and glazing later in some of the Sussex pottery. So the style of pottery stuck around for several hundred years.
Yeah. Many hundred years.
Many.
One too many lots.
Okay, so from there, want to do the well mug?
We'll do a couple of well mugs.
I don't think we need more than one. That's not enough clay. There, now it's enough clay.
There we go.
This next we're going to do is another one that's basically like this. It's got a brick pattern on it.
It's going to say wellspring.
Wellspring on the side, yes. Honey, hello.
Joint?
Honey. Which I'm probably mangling the name.
Okay. That's why it sounded like a...
I also seem to be getting into the springtime allergies. Charming. Jeffrey Bale's joint. Hello. that. Let me get to the binder. That one. Throwing that one right now. That's this one here.
Nothing interesting.
A man pulling beard jug. That's that one there. Okay. So those are the. Okay, and that order actually shipped off today. Go down there. And that one's also in the next stage. There we are. So that's it for that. So we also wanted to do some skull blanks, yes?
Yes. We don't
Get
have too many skulls.
No.
They've all found other homes.
Yes. Two of them within like the last 24 hours. People sent in orders. We had Deborah join. Hello. Whoa, maybe the 26 was too much.
Yeah, because this is really tall.
Yeah.
I could turn it into bigger.
Yep. And I'll cut you off another piece that's smaller. Maybe more like the 24. 23-ish.
Oh,
That's not right. Okay. That'll probably be more the size of piece for that guy. Okay. And if anyone has any questions, you can just let us know.
Or if you
Ruth Miller said, wow. And since
or if there's anything people would like to see me throw.
Yes, because the majority of items that we'll be throwing today are just basic open stock. We've gotten caught up on the orders that are out of this clay. We had Coffee Road Store. Hello, Cormac.
At least it didn't hit the floor.
And we'll be needing medium skulls most.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go check on the shelf?
I think it is medium.
I think it is medium.
Yeah.
Well, the medium ones that hold about that 10 to 16 ounce are the most popular of the skull sizes. And while we always need more mugs, this time we're going to focusing on less of these straight up handled pieces and more of the beaker shapes, and skulls, which kind of sort of have two handles because they have the cheekbones.
They're thrown altar forms.
Yes. That's a skull size. But yeah, I can go check up on the shelf, which I might be able to do from far away because they're up there.
Up there.
Yeah, there's only one.
Yeah, that's what I said, the medium one.
We also have 0 open stock large skulls left again. This one, since it doesn't get a handle or any modification, goes up high. Yep. So that one will be a Wellspring mug.
Smash.
Smush.
Smash. And hopefully we won't have anything letting go of the back today.
Yeah, that does not amuse you. And if anyone has issues with video quality, you can just head over to the version of it up on the YouTube stream. And as if you subscribe to that one, you'll get us closer to having our own personalized URL on YouTube. We have to have, unless they've changed things, 100 subscribers, and we're at what, 42? Or 42% of the way. Small goals.
Yeah.
But since we have like no open stock large skulls, do you want to make at least one?
We could. Of course, it was really funny. This the other day, Christopher was Skype call with his brother. Yeah, it's kind of like, hell yeah, per server. Well, we have 10
We have
followers
10
on
whole followers on Twitch. And my little brother,
he's got
early 20s, he's like, you have a Twitch channel? What do you mean you have a Twitch channel?
What are you doing?
Well, it's streaming of us making the pottery.
He goes, well, that's boring.
No, we're not streaming gameplay. We a bit too much like work. We do that part for we play games for fun. I mean, it'd be one thing if people wanted to watch us, build things and kill zombies.
Kill zombies. That's the latest games.
Yeah.
Killing zombies.
Yeah.
That's a bad day. Gotta go.
Yes. Excellent way to, I was like, yes. Backtrack quick on the right things and go home, play game, kill zombies. Yep. So he's double checking. That is not the right shape cup.
Oh yeah, because the last one was a...
Yeah, you made another one of those by default. I'll cut you off another piece of clay.
Can I make it into a...
I don't think the base is wide enough to make that shape. Or, then again, you can prove me wrong.
We're doing it for a while.
Is it thick enough for me to carve, though?
Probably not. Actually, yeah. Probably is. Does it
Okay.
sound like they're deep?
No. So what we're doing is making another cup like this one, which has carved brick pattern on it. I like the aspect ratio of that one better.
Yeah. There we go. Voila.
Rest of it. Oh, the bottom needs to be more squared off, though. Because it has to have more of that, coming out of the ground look. There we go.
There we go. Voila.
And this will get a handle and sculpting, in which case it goes on this shelf.
That's what you call changing it on the fly. Or, in this case, the spin.
The wheel had Ted and Bridget join. Hello. Okay, and these can be medium skulls.
Yeah.
In which
Does
case
it
it doesn't
matter?
matter what that.
Oh.
I think that may be not long for this world.
Yeah. Poor Bat.
I think that's one of the ones that left the crease pattern in the bottom of the plate.
Because, yeah, it's cracked all the way over to here.
Yeah.
And then in from either side.
Oh, there's at least, was it 4, maybe 5 cracks in that one?
Yeah. But this is just a skull blank.
Yeah, skull blanks don't take much throwing. Because when it comes to... How does it not fall apart if it's all carved up? I mean, it doesn't become so thin. Yes, it's just a light surface carving. Like on this one here, it only goes through part of the thickness. It doesn't go all the way through. So it's just low relief carving. So it goes through maybe 25% of the thickness. Not that deep, because if you carved it too deep, even if it didn't fall apart when you're making it, it'd create a point where it could get cracked very
And this
easily.
is a proto skull.
Yep. That will become a skull. That's how much we'll manipulate the shape once it's a little firmed up. Oh, yeah.
It's considered a throne altered shape. Because first you throw it, and then you mangle it.
Yeah. Because you take one tool and you make the eye sockets and you dish in the temples and on the cheekbones. Oh, loud. Benefit of being on the other side of the mic, you don't have the reverberation of the room like I do. It's loud.
Oh. It's not a very big room.
Oh yeah. The other thing we need is more minis. We need more mini cups.
Mini minis?
Many minis. Because I discovered just how few there were when I was looking on the shelf earlier today.
Yes, because there's a whole box of stuff on its way to Florida, which is going to go to Gulf Wars.
For those of you who know who will be going to Gulf Wars or know people who go to Gulf Wars, we ourselves don't personally attend, but we do have some of our pottery at House of Avalon. Sells hats and accessories, but we sell some of her hats on this coast, and she sells our pottery on that coast.
At Gulf and Pensacola.
Yeah. Coasts, because there's 2 of them over there. Well, she's based out of Florida, so she touches both the Gulf of Mexico and the eastern seaboard.
Yeah.
Okay, and the large skulls are 60-ish, if I recall correctly.
There we go.
Another skull form.
Another proto skull.
Okay, 62 ounces. There
we go. Thank you.
So we
measure. It helps to talk to them.
Sometimes they're really ornery and fight back, and you end up cussing at them.
Yeah.
Go and, as recalls, 60-ish ounce mark is the large skull.
Yeah. Watch that water jump. Look.
Oh yeah, you can. You can see it even on the camera.
Oh really? Oh, that's kind of cool.
Jason does this.
I said, let go.
Oh, we're talking about Andre Clay. Jason Douglas joined.
Oh, hi Jason.
Smack that clay. Do you want to make 2 large skull lengths or move on to minis after this?
Well, move on to minis.
Okay. We have Kristen over on YouTube. So I'm looking for any examples of 14th to 15th century pie plates from Italy or Belgium. We'd be happy to buy one if you have an example and can throw it. I can look that up because there are some.
On laptop and do that. So you're not,
Yeah, so I'm not using up the bandwidth and stuff on the core machine here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a piece of 8. And you do have the keyboard cover, so don't have to worry about getting clay in the keyboard. Which, by the way, computers aren't too upset with clay in keyboards. Mine has extensive amounts of that.
Cat fur.
It's the cat fur holding the clay chunks in the keyboard. That was a thing to clean the other day. It wasn't actually, restricting the keys as of yet. But yes, there are a number of deeper plates that, it's now 14th to 15th century. Be looking at more of the Italian rather than the Belgian, because a lot of your Belgian pottery is actually descendant from Italian artisans that were shifted up there in the 1500s. Yeah, they figured, you know what? We're tired of moving the pottery, which breaks. Let's move some artisans. You made me an awesome pelican kylix about 2 years ago for my Greek friend who was being elevated.
Cool.
Yeah, that one was fun to do.
Yeah. And here's a big fat head.
We had Matt and Michael join over on Facebook. Oh, there's 2 minis.
2 minis?
Too many
minis?
No, not too many minis. There's no such thing as too many minis.
Yep. There was once I had an order for 120.
That was a lot of minis.
Yeah.
120 miniature cups.
Wedding favors.
That is a cool wedding favor.
That was cool wedding favor.
Actually, with the speed that you go through minis, I would not be able to do research and handle on getting you pieces of clay. But I can look up deep plate-shaped objects from that time period. Which, yeah, they would be the Italians, so we're talking 1300s, 1400s. The 1400s, you'd get the more colorful dishes. The 1300s, it'd be more of the just blue. Either just the straight-up blue designs, or the black line work with green.
Yeah.
On the white. I have my protege who's being elevated, and he loves pie. So a pie dish or anything that would work is something like that. Yeah. And then we can definitely do that.
Made a lot of pie dishes.
Yeah. So actually pie dishes were the pieces that ended up inspiring the business.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of people in the SEA, we went for a time
well, we'd moved to another area.
We moved, and then we just later for research is cool. Yeah, thank you. But with the pie plates, we as a college assignment, it was you had to do a set of 4. And well, she did pie plates because I make a lot of pie.
What I did was, okay, I had to do a set of 4. Sarah, what do you want?
Pie plates. Pie plates with proper handles. Because so it's so hard to hold on to pie plates. Yes. Sweet, she says.
We still have all 4 of those pie plates.
I know, amazingly, none of them have
Cal State Hayward.
Yeah.
But it's no longer Cal State Hayward.
No, it's Cal State East Bay now.
Yeah.
But it was when we moved and we attended a harvest feast. The wooden dishes that we'd used for SEA events had long since died. So we were like, okay, we'll pull out the pie plates. There's 4 of us that'll be eating off plates. We'll just use those. And people kept asking us where we got them. And it's like, we made them. And they're like, well, could you make us something? It's like, sure. How far could this go? That was 15 years ago? 16
years ago?
Yeah. 16 years ago. It'll be, this October will be in 17 years. Yeah. Handles are important, yes. Proper grippable areas to a pie plate are very important.
Yes. She makes lots of pie.
Oh,
both sweet and savory.
Yes.
Sometimes we make meat pies.
Oh, yes. That minted lamb pasty recipe is really good. It's a modern recipe because it includes, sweet potato. But it's tasty. And we have nightshade allergies in the house, which means no regular potato.
Yeah, I know. That's miniature. All my fault. I know.
And over on Facebook we have Lee Kessler and Andrea Scott.
Oh, no. Right now I'm throwing a few minis.
And so now you've thrown 2. The third one on the head and another 3 there. Do you want to stop at 6 and move on to something else?
Can stop and move on to something
else. So you have...
If anybody wants to see me throw anything particular, comment.
Yeah.
Give me an idea of what to make next.
Actually, you want to do a pie plate after those?
Yeah, we could do a pie plate.
In which case, probably, as I recall, it's the 40-ish, 45 ounces, because 45, pie plates are generally thrown a little heavy.
Yeah, 45, 50.
Yeah. I suppose that's a good question. What sort of size of pie plate?
Yeah.
Because they vary. I mean, you have the ones that have the higher size ones. Yeah, there was that one that you did for Duvessa that was what? 12? Oh no, it was the lady up in Washington.
Yeah.
It was the 12 inches across with the 2-inch high walls.
Yeah, it was huge.
Well, her husband did hunting, so she'd make game pie. Like, that is still a really big pie. Alright, to us, there's only 3 of us in the house, and none of us are that big of an eater.
The tall one is Christopher. He's 5'6".
Yeah. None of us are big people. Yeah, if you measure to the top of the head full of curls, yeah, it'd be probably around 5'6". That's not a big enough chunk of clay. That's only 41. I want more like 45, 50. Yeah. Okay. Lump of clay. This is the fine art of when you have an itch on your face and your hands are covered in clay. I don't need war paint. Again. Lord, he's a big guy who likes big pies.
Okay.
It's also a thing if you're making pies on a regular basis for a crowd.
Yeah.
Versus 3 people who are not terribly big.
So we don't need to eat that much.
No.
Really, we are not 6 feet tall. We don't need these big meals.
Oh, I know. Sometimes we're around friends of ours who are like in excess. His entire contemplation reception is going to be all pie.
Oh, cool.
Well, to put it this way, my brother was born on the 14th of March.
He was born on Pie Day.
He was born on Pie Day.
3.14.
He likes pie.
Yes. He's also hypoglycemic, so he doesn't eat a lot of sweets.
No, sweets not good. It's when you discover through trial and error with baking how much of sugar is structural in angel food cake and pumpkin pie. We also discovered that the hard way. So I'd like to make him a pie and have him discover his arms, the date, and maybe a pelican once he gets through the pie.
Oh, that's
that would be cool. Can do is do this without hiding any of the various screens that I have open. All the screens in the world.
Oh, you don't have to.
Yeah, but at this point I feel like I actually need like a 3rd screen to have all the things. Herman also likes pie a lot. Okay, so now source pottery. Drill down to the Italian folder. Lupo, Naples. There we go. The Orvieto, which is the earlier stuff. Open with the appropriate. There we go. Surprise pelican pie made with pelicate alternate. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, like this one here would be let's now look at the thing again. This one's 1300s. So that style of artwork would be appropriate, and that's kind of a bowl shape. Are you subscribed to PewDiePie? I think we are.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, we do watch a lot of YouTube. It's our primary thing while we're working. Because we'll be listening to a stream or something of that nature while we're working, because it's keeping our ears entertained while we're drawing and things.
You draw, I paint.
Yes. Yes, he chooses the paintbrush when we're not doing clay work like this.
I sometimes phone call and I go to write a note on somebody.
You have written notes in underglaze before.
On Post-it notes.
Yes.
And it was kind of like I didn't notice it until the pencil ran out of. It was a paintbrush.
Yeah. And over here we have Dennis Jordan. No. Gotta close that one now. I'm gonna have that one there. And go put this one up.
Now we'll get out one of the
these
bigger bats. Pie plate.
Yeah. Do you want to throw one or more than one?
How about 2?
Okay.
Because I played somewhere.
No, we haven't. So, now that one's the 50-ish mark. Do you want that one to be a little bigger or a little smaller?
Yeah, a little bigger.
Okay. Escape clay!
This actually takes a little more effort to center.
Okay, nope. 67 is way too much. It's going to more like 55 or so. There, 57. That's more like it. Yes, weighing the clay. That way we can get the repeatable size. We have a better idea as to how much clay it takes to make any given shape. Pounding it into a roughly, at least not an ugly shape, makes it easier for her to center on the needlehead that way. Pelican alternate, don't mind the typos of calling cough syrup girl. Oh, yeah, I understand. And then there's always the typos that you get when your phone decides to autocorrect on you.
Chauffeuring constantly.
Yes, when messaging friends across site there and asking if they want us to bring over the chai concentrate to put in the hot beverages for the evening, and it autocorrected to chauffeuring concentrate. I have no idea how it decided to do that.
Because 4 letters weren't enough.
Yeah, I mean, chai to chauffeuring. So that goes down there. Okay, so after that and the second pie plate, we have how much clay left here? 33 ounces. That's enough for a plate, or I could make 2 beaker cups.
I could do 2 beaker cups.
Okay. Go. It's an 18-ounce piece, and
How deep
16
is
ounce. Yeah. This is so cool. Thank you for doing this live. Oh yeah, no problem. So how deep a pie plate? It's like the, let's see now, what you have there now is what, about an inch and a half?
Yeah, it's about thumb deep.
Well, that's not saying much. Your thumbs are short.
I have short thumbs.
I always accused her as a kid that she had iguanodon thumbs because they were short and they don't bend back at all. Most people's, their thumb will actually, arc backward. Her thumb, like that, does not bend beyond straight right there at all. Ever. Even if you try to grab her thumb and bend it backwards, it just doesn't go anywhere. Oh, that looks like a nice one. Do you want the, out of curiosity, once you're done with the rib there?
And you can't make the sides straight.
Oh no, I learned that the hard way.
You wanted a pie plate with straight sides.
You don't want a 90-degree angle when it comes to pie plate sides. It makes it very, very hard to extract the pie from the pie dish. So I discovered the hard way. Don't even recall if we still have that pie dish around or whether... I don't remember. But yeah, we can certainly add handles to this.
Yeah.
Because there are some... You do find it in both the...
I'll try. What I could do is cut it.
Oh, yeah. Give it an undercut so it comes off its back more easily.
Mm.
What I was going to ask was, how big is that piece going to be after shrinkage?
Well,
once you get it back on the wheel head. Because the wheel head does have pins in it, and that's what keeps those bats in place. Most likely be doing some sort of hearty meat pie. And you guys are the experts, so I trust you.
It'd be about 9.5.
That's pretty good. And the next piece is larger.
Yeah. Should be able to get an inch in that one.
What she's doing right there is cutting away the clay at the base of the wall so that it'll pop off the bat more easily.
All that there is. It's not.
Yeah, it's not that much.
But it'll make it. It'll give it a
so
rounder
much easier.
bottom. way it won't have a soggy bottom.
Yes, we also watch a lot of Great British Bake Off.
That is on
Netflix?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Forged Empires on Amazon Prime.
Because cable television is highly overrated if you have cable internet. Yeah. There are some period examples of Italian bowls in that green and white era that have these little ear handles on either side. I was like, what are you looking at? Oh, that truck had, like, pallets on it.
I know, this. Oh, that's weird.
It's not every day that you see the pickup truck with the roof rack.
Yeah.
It's either that or they just had it strapped straight to the roof of the truck.
Pallets. It's really hard to get rid of
Yes,
pallets.
the window in front of us overlooks the road. So occasionally it's like, what's that vehicle?
If I look over that way, I can see 101.
Yeah. We are not that far from the freeway.
Most city streets are busier than that freeway is going past our house.
Yeah. Oh, and the reason why 101's particularly quiet now is what with that slide north of us. Squeeze. And this is why potters have the grip of doom. Okay. So do you want to stop after those last two beaker-sized pieces, or do you want to throw some more?
We could keep going.
Okay. Because that's the end of bag one.
Because it's not irritating the irritated tendon.
Well, that's good.
Because it's not like I'm trying to flex my hand.
No.
Or I have no idea what I did to my thumb, but it hurts when I'm using the mouse.
It hurts with the... Yeah, because you...
Any
grip.
Yeah.
But it's the clicking action hurts right now? Oh, that's sad.
It is.
Dad, no one's good. I know. And I managed to fling a piece of clay off into my eye. Go.
You will, sir.
That one putting up a fight? You can actually hear the strain on the motor change when she's pressing really hard.
On bigger pieces. There's my sponge. Now that I got it into a nice pancake shape, use sponge for opening it up.
And this has to be one of the coolest points when you're throwing. Or it goes from a pancake to a plate in like one pull.
Yeah.
So after the two beakers, what shape do we want to do next?
I don't know.
Unless there's people who are watching who would like to see a given shape. And for those who are watching it over on Facebook, if you guys are getting poor quality of video again, you can go over to the feed off of YouTube. It seems to have a better quality of video. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. We didn't used to have this issue with the Facebook feed where it reduced strength. Where it drastically reduced the video quality on us.
I don't know.
We've not been able to figure it out, and we're trying to navigate Facebook's help was, well, less than helpful. Is that one almost done? Going up. check all the various windows. It's like magic, and faster than and more satisfying than illumination. At this point, this is probably the
letter set that I've been working on. That's not good.
Yeah. Actually, what I can do is, since you finished painting that one
Just this morning.
Oh, actually, you're not done. You haven't painted the background of the E.
Oh, that's right.
That's the step that's missing. When people ask us to replicate illumination on pottery,
Yeah.
is while it takes us minutes to throw a piece, then it has to sit and dry for days. Or a week or better, depending on the weather. Right now, it's really wet. Not particularly cold. Because when it's particularly cold, the heater comes on more, which dries it, which can end up drying it too fast.
Yeah.
We actually have to protect them from drying too fast, because then they crack. After it dries, they're in the kiln and the first firing for around 14 hours. And then it's about another day to cool back off. And then it comes out, and the drawing on the piece take anywhere from the drawing and painting steps, anywhere from half an hour to
hours.
20-ish?
I think the longest one was over 50.
The longest one, it was more than 50 hours of painting. Oh, 50 hours of just painting. It took me
more than 50 hours.
Yeah, more than 50 hours of just painting. I spent about 15 hours getting the drawing on.
Yeah. That one came out really good.
That was, yeah, it was a really fun piece in the end. Tedious, but fun. That piece, the whole piece was a big lenticular shaped platter, which meant that and then we were putting a 1-point perspective image into it. So it was applying what looked to be straight lines onto a curved surface. Let's see if I can find the image of that piece. Oh. Comparison.
Chunky bits up.
I'm so glad a friend pointed me to you a few years ago. That Kylix is beloved by its owner, and I imagine giant pelican pie will be equally loved. Cool. And this is really making the pieces that people end up treasuring.
And this is going to be what? Beakers.
Yes, a beaker. Basic beaker cup.
Yes.
Because this was the one that took us dozens and dozens of hours to do. Getting this floor.
Not to mention all those bricks.
All the shading on all of the bricks. Because that's the original. And there's that one. And that is a deep platter. It's probably about... It's basically a shallow bowl, about 4 inches deep.
Yeah.
That's what I recall. And yes, in the photograph, it looks completely flat. Because it's all getting the lines onto that piece. I was tracing the shadow of a dowel to get the lines lined up with the point on the edge and the vanishing point in the middle, off center. Line it up with one eye shut. Ended up with one eye completely bleached out from the light shining down onto the dish, and the other one completely dark adjusted because I had it shut. And as I opened my eye after a while, I went, oh, now I'm like dizzy and feel sick. I'm going to go sit on the couch now and not look at much of anything. And she says, holy crap, that's insane. Yeah, it did take a lot of work. It was fun in the end. But yeah,
it was a nice challenge.
It was a nice challenge, that piece. And the thing is looking at it now and going, yeah, we have a better color that we could use for that over there.
That's one of 11 plates in a series. We've done 2 of them.
I suspect that it was originally a 12-piece set, but it was 11 pieces when the set was broken up in the 1840s.
Yeah, but now you can only find pictures of 8 of them.
Yeah.
I
have no idea where the other 3 pieces are.
They could be like in
private collections.
Yeah.
And the thing is since the set was broken up in the 1840s, those other 3 pieces may not even exist now.
Yeah. There's no saying.
Nope. Or they may turn up in auction in a few days' time. Yeah. You don't know.
You never know.
It's the ladder series. Yeah. They're called thus because of the ladder on the arms. And it was originally done to the set was commissioned to commemorate the birth of a first son in the family.
Yeah.
I think it's like 1547, 1543. The date is actually on the piece. The piece is almost done. So after these 2, what shape? Do you want me to do more beaker cups?
I suppose I could do more beaker cups.
Nope. Go.
Through pieces. Must throw more pieces.
Yes. And no, of course, we are low on mugs again.
I don't want to do a bunch of mugs.
Tamara Lawrence and Ellen join. Hello. You don't want to do mugs today.
And Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. Hello. Yeah, so there's another one of those.
There's right there. Okay.
I did cut you another piece of clay. Well, that'll be a larger beaker. That's the going up. Yeah, pieces of that size don't take you any time at all to center.
Yeah. It's the 50 to 60 ounce pieces. Things take maybe a minute or 2.
This is a fairly soft bag. If you wanted to throw some more large pieces, we had Paladron. No. This when I look that direction, it's the feed over on Facebook, and over here we have the Twitch and YouTube streams.
Mm-hmm.
So all
because
the
not
windows
everybody likes the same social media.
No. And that's why we try to have it so everybody can watch on their platform of choice. We'll scale things offset. There we go.
Now this is why I have no fingernails.
Yep, you grind them off.
Much like a kitty cat.
Except, rather than a scratching pad, it's more like a wet grinding wheel.
Yep. With 60 grit sandpaper.
Because, yes, 60 is. Let's see now. I'll email you with the Pelican Pie plate name, date, and heraldry so you can tell me the price. Great! Just I like doing the heraldic, the historic interpretations of heraldic devices. Those are always a lot of fun. And yet the green and white pattern is the earlier end of that date range you gave us. So it's more the 1300s, so 14th century. I haven't had a chance to do much in the way of those ones.
Yeah. Fresh towel. That one's sticky.
You had goopy towel?
Goopy towel. Probably it goes splat.
Yeah.
Get a little ooey and gooey.
Well, there's times where you've left them to dry. The ones that've gotten goopier, you pick them up and
they go thunk, thunk.
They retain the folds of the draped cloth look, except they don't move.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's kind of, you have to stop and think, it's like, well, if I were to fire this, would it still look like draped cloth when it came back out of the kiln? If
there was enough.
If there was enough, it would. Because the cloth would burn away.
Yeah.
Because that's how they do the lace on the Belique vases.
Yeah.
They actually take pieces of lace dipped in slip and arrange it on the pottery. Yeah.
That was charming sounding.
I think you've got suction in that one.
Yep. It's just my thumb. Nothing important. What do I need thumbs for anyways, right?
8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. That is your 18th piece. How are your muscles doing?
Okay. Hands are getting kind of tired.
Okay, so we should probably cut it soon. Do you want me to just level off the bag?
Probably, yeah.
There we go. And this last piece, it's 24 ounces. Go. So there'll be 3 more pieces, and then we'll be cutting the screen for today. So now I used about a quarter of that bag. It's probably around 30-ish pounds.
Yeah.
You seem to be able to do the 30 to 35 pounds now without too much in the way of strain on your muscles. It used to be that she would just do 25 pounds in a sitting, which is a full sack of clay. It's a piece of clay about this big. Or if you know the size of your average flat rate shipping box, which is 12 by 12 by 6, that is the size of a box of clay. It's 12 by 12 by 6. 6 or 8.
That would be really cruel to do to me.
Yes, it would. But you can get those boxes to be 70 pounds, and they're still legal to send.
Someone who sent bog iron?
Friend of ours was, traveling, and he collected some bog iron. So he built, very carefully, a plywood box that fit inside of a large flat rate box so that it wouldn't collapse the box, and filled the box inside until the whole package weighed precisely 70 pounds. And then mailed it home. I feel really sorry for the mail person. They get mad enough when we receive a shipment of pewter
from Redwood.
From Redwood.
3 boxes. You have to go up 7 stairs. You hear this thunk on the deck. Just kind of like
thud. And I'm like, wait, he was sending 3 boxes. Thud. Okay, they go back for the last one. Thud. And I think Shane's only ever gotten it up to about 45 pounds. So I can only imagine what it's like, for them to actually receive a 70-pound box. It's just, yeah. When you use the postal service to its utmost. At least when it comes to the pewter jewelry or the box of bog iron, it's not breakable.
I think that's
the bog iron one that had to have been, the real topper. I mean, actually getting it up to the 70 pounds. You did say that the box on the exterior of the plywood was kind of beat up by the time you received it. Like, oh.
Sure, no one was amused with having to.
Oh, I'm sure nobody was amused. When I make heavy boxes, they're generally just for my own moving. Because the crates of pottery, when we're packing them to go to an event, weigh on average between 100 and 150 pounds. because it's getting the most effective combination of size and security when it comes to the pieces in the packet and packing them. Because if you pack it in too many small boxes, there are pieces that just plain won't fit. Especially when you're talking amphora, which are like this big around and that tall. And there's a lot of boxes that just plain will not fit inside of.
Yeah.
Or 15-inch platters.
What about the basin?
Oh, goodness. Yeah, that didn't fit in any box.
No.
It was a special order piece that was... What was the final size? 17, 18 inches across?
No. It was as big.
Yeah,
I think it was
only
like
just
close to 20.
Yeah. It barely fit in the kiln.
He had to make a box to put it in.
And then he came across it after the move and went, "Oh, this box is kind of beat up. I don't need this." In which case, the basin doesn't come with them anymore.
Yep.
He accidentally got rid of the only box that it fits in.
So now he'll have to make another box.
Yeah.
It's got a bit of a hula going on.
I know, like that one's doing that dance there. Using the rib to make it all nice and smooth.
Once we find the shape.
Yep. Stop hulaing. There we go. 2 more pieces. And we will leave.
I'll wash the
you're
splat of clay on my glasses, which is annoying. But jeepers up. Well, at least it's not over one of the bifocals. That's really annoying.
Actually, I can't, because I don't have both bifocals. I would not be able to go. I have no idea what it would be like to have the optical distortion over the transition point in the lens.
Well, with the no line ones, you don't get
the sharp line.
No, it's a the
gradient
lenses.
Yeah, as you can tell when you have somebody who has the blended bifocals, because you can watch them do range finding, moving their head up and down to find the appropriate focal range.
I see how people can stand having the bifocals that have those sharp lines in it.
Grandma didn't like the blendeds.
Yeah.
She got the blended ones and she hated them.
Yeah.
She went back and got the ones with the lines.
Well, they screwed up her prescription.
They did.
Just, nope. You had one chance, you blew it. I want that once I understand that. She didn't like change either, so.
No. No, she did not. After we finish doing the throwing, it'll be what? More painting, and I have to make more of those menorah oil lamps, yes?
Yes.
Because they have been well received.
Well, that's a word for it, yeah.
We shipped out 3 of them today. And we need to have at very least 8 of them. Yeah. Gonna need to make more. There's like half a dozen other people who are. It's on their budget list at this point. And for doing that, I'll take off the garment that has stainable cloth. Because those are made out of the Grecian hued red clay, and that clay does stain. This stuff, not so much.
That. Red.
Yes.
As in iron oxide.
Yep. Because what makes red clay red is iron oxide, and iron oxide is rust, and rust stains. Texture all nice and smooth, they're fine. There we go. And now on to the last piece of the day. Well, we have filled up 2 of the 3 shelves at this point,
Oh,
too.
well, that's good.
This one went onto the 3rd shelf. Yeah, you are definitely done.
Yeah, almost done.
Almost done, yeah. You started making the creaky noises. And Chris done a big one. Hello.
Chris done. Oh, I thought you said Chris done. Hi, Chris. Your sister was on here earlier.
And at this point, you're throwing the 35-ish pounds in just over an hour.
Not bad.
That's one of those things is, the ancillary data from doing the streams. I'm like, you're throwing this much clay in that much time now.
Yeah. It's drizzling again.
Yeah.
It's just a drizzle.
Not like, the only time that it's really, truly poured today was when I was getting the packages out of the back of the car. And I'm like, really? You have to be doing this now?
I only did it for 5 minutes. Just for you, Sarah.
Yeah, just for me getting this stuff out of the car. Yeah, what's the... Kristen, what's the price point on the menorah lamp? Those are 60.
Yeah.
And depending on the location that it's being shipped to, shipping cost is for one oil lamp is between $7.80 and $10.80. Yes. So I had to ship some off.
$11.50.
$11.50. Yeah. Oh, that's because because those ones require the additional insurance because we always ship insured. Because sometimes what the post office does to a package is truly spectacular.
Should be considered criminal.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
And we have one package that was shipped out in December. And
but that's, Houston, Texas.
Yeah. There's one city that just, when they do manage to break something, they do a really good job. And they don't like, if it goes to that area, they don't like paying out.
But, now you keep appealing it until.
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna let it lie.
There we go.
All right.
Ta-da.
And that is the last piece of the day. Rinse the hands.
Rinse.
Oh, nice.
The handy bunnies.
Next time, I'll get this bucket refilled. There we go.
Because cats will drink this water too. So.
That is their favorite water to drink out of is the clay buckets.
This tastes good.
And it can't be bad for them. They're 15 and 17.
Yeah.
They're not young kitties. Just had Ansel enjoying just at the end here. Nice. Perfect. Thank you. And it says question over here. So thank you everybody for watching. And of course you can watch it after the fact, either on Facebook, on Twitch for the next 2 weeks, because that's how long it stays, or up on YouTube.
Bye. Bye-bye.